G'day and welcome to Dynalite HQ here in sunny Sydney. We're so grateful you've taken the time to join us for this brand new format of events, where we'll be sharing the latest news and developments from Dynalite. We'll be repeating this every quarter ongoing, and boy, have we got a packed year of innovations you will not want to miss, so stay tuned. Our teams have been working around the clock to bring you a range of products, features and improvements, which we're really excited to share with you today. But just before we get into those, as this is our first event of 2025, I want to briefly reflect on an amazing last 12 months here at Dynalite. Thanks to you, our wonderful Dynalite community, we were able to grow our revenue and our business in 2024, embarking on an exciting new chapter where we focus all of our efforts and resources into the Dynalite platform. As part of that, we invested in a new PCB production line, which allowed us to bring even more production in-house. That not only created more high-skilled jobs locally, but it also allowed us to further shorten lead times with an even higher degree of quality control. In fact, last year we shipped more than 60% of our products directly from here in the factory to your office, site, or warehouse, with an average lead time of just 21 days across our core products. And we're not done yet. Later this year, we'll be moving to a new purpose-built facility in Western Sydney, which will provide us with even greater room to grow. And continuing under one roof, as Dynalite has always done, our incredible team will continue to dream, design, and produce the highest quality control products. That new building will include spaces for you to visit, so you can bring your customers for tours, events, and to experience our products firsthand. We look forward to sharing more updates on the move with you later in the year. So thank you again for all your amazing support in 2024 and for joining us on the exciting journey ahead. But now, enough looking back, let's get into the main business of today's event, our announcements. Over the next 45 minutes then, we have 4 brand new products and some amazing software updates to share with you. And as always, as we created them, our goals were to help you delight your customers, differentiate ourselves in the market, and make your daily business of delivering and supporting Dynalite systems even easier. Later in the event, we look forward to answering your questions. So whenever one comes to mind, just add it in the Q&A box over on the right-hand side of your screen. Right, first up today, we have an all-new product in a form factor that is brand new to the Dynalite platform. And to accompany that hardware, we've been working with our design colleagues to define a beautiful new modular design language that'll help end users to intuitively and easily interact. To show you the range of possibilities it brings, we've made this special video. We are so excited to share with you the brand new Revolution display, our new high-definition, slimline 4-inch touchscreen. We think this combination will be fantastic across a range of application spaces, from meeting and boardrooms to high-end residential, hotel suites, and many more. To give us more details on the hardware, let's head over and hear from Daniel.
Thank you, Stephen. We're really excited to introduce an extension to the Revolution button series with a new single gang touchscreen. This is a device that's been designed to complement the Revolution series exactly. It's a very slimline series, allowing for a slick install, being only 9mm thick. The Revolution display is sharing the same communications module, the DUCM, on the back, as we do with our other user interfaces for the buttons and the Untumbra series. So it is supporting the same Dynite and power connection as all of our other devices. We've incorporated a temperature and humidity sensor into the station. This allows for the device to be fully functional as a HVAC interface, performing the functionality of picking up from the set point and fan speed requirements, while also being an environmental sensor. We're very excited to also introduce a new method of occupancy detection. We're using what's called a time of flight sensor, which is extremely accurate and impervious to interference from other sources. So this is intended to pick up when a user is approaching. The screen will wake up and reveal the different options to the client, and then they'll be able to go through, make their selection, and then after they move away, it'll go back to a standby mode. This is important, especially when dealing with residential hotel applications, as we want to remove any light pollution that may be in the area, making sure we can go to a completely dark environment. The touchscreen itself supports millions of colours, allowing for full flexibility of picking the button colours and allowing for those colours to change with each of the button presses. We also have the option for an audible response, so that when the user is going through and making their selection is confirmed by the device by an audible sound, giving them reassurance that they have actually made their request. Thank you. Back to you, Stephen.
Thanks, Daniel. Accompanying that stunning new hardware, the video you saw earlier showed a preview of Array, our beautiful new design language. This modular interface provides a library of more than 60 pre-created widgets, which cover navigation, lighting, climate control, curtains, blinds, fans, and a striking new visual presentation for macros. And using System Builder as the single commissioning tool, Array helps you to quickly and consistently create beautiful digital user interfaces for your customers. And with a brand new screen design interface in System Builder, during commissioning, you can simply drag widgets from the library, which satisfyingly snap onto an invisible grid on the screen. To show you how that works and get a demo, let's head upstairs and hear from Phil for all the detail.
The touchscreen on the Revolution display has 16 touch points per page, and this image that I've got on the screen here is showing basically where those 16 touch points are. So when you're going to start with a design, you would typically start with a home page. So to demonstrate this, I've got PowerPoint open and System Builder, so we can look at what we talked about in the PowerPoint in the diagrams, and then we can visualize that with System Builder. So this is the home page. I'll build the home page here. First I go to the widget gallery, and I need some widgets. I need a lights widget. Now if I go into lighting, we do have light navigation widgets, which is what I want to take me to the lighting page. For climate, at the moment, we don't have that widget. There will be widgets added to this library over time. So I'll just use a normal room navigation widget, and we'll just edit the properties there so we can say that it's for air conditioning. And I'm just going to write aircon in there. Obviously, that's free text to the size of the widget, but you can experiment with that to get that to work. So I've got my lighting and my climate. Now I need a couple of macros which go on the left. If I go back to the gallery and go to my macro widgets, I'm going to put these in there. My top one is called Wake Up. So let's see, I do have pre-built text out, and there is one, Wake Up, super. So I want this to be the sun because we're waking up. And I might change the background color to a more morning sunshine type color. And then this is my good night. So we do have good night there, otherwise I could have typed it. We've got that. Let's maybe change that to a darker color. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now we need two more navigation widgets. We need a curtains and a ceiling fan. So, ceiling fan, there is our navigation widget that goes at the bottom. And then we have curtains under drapery, and there is my navigation to curtains. So, both those widgets we can type in there if we want to put in. Again, do we have curtains? Yes, we do. And this one we'll call fan. Okay, there is my homepage. Now I can go into the properties here. I can say this widget, which page is it supposed to go to. We've got a page 2 here. Let's call this page 2 lights. And then on page 1, when I go to this one, I just say you are going to lights, and now you just build those pages up. Okay, as an homage to children's television everywhere, here's one I prepared earlier. So in this one, you can see we've got the page, it's all built. I've got pages for lights, climate, curtains, with all the widgets on there. If we go into lights, these are presets, and I can see it's all set up in standard system builder fashion with the sliders and so on. There's my home page, which takes me back to the home page. This is actually a label which you find in the title bar. This one, page title, that you can drop into there. We will be adding a corporate logo as a graphic, as a custom graphic. Beyond that, you will get a graphics library, and that graphics library is going to become a standard across all our UI that have visual images on the screens. So that's it, and we will be doing more on System Builder and how to use System Builder with Revolution Display in the future. I look forward to catching up with you on that one, and with that I'll hand over to Stephen.
Thanks, Phil. My favorite widgets there are the new macros, which allow you to create a vibrant tile with a customized icon and label. So whether you're getting ready for bed, you're setting the scene in the boardroom for a keynote presentation, or you're bringing the energy for a gym session, macros help you trigger a series of actions, lighting, climate, curtains, and more in just one tap. An array forms the start of a future design language, which we will use across all of our digital user interfaces. We look forward to adding new widgets to the library and sharing how Array will come to more Dynalite devices later in the year. So, with the Revolution display and the new Array interface, you can create multiple pages of widgets and display them on a slimline all-display panel. End users can intuitively interact with a library of consistently designed widgets, selecting lighting scenes, personalizing the dim level, controlling the climate, moving curtains and blinds, and controlling ceiling fans. And we're delighted to share that the new Revolution display hardware is available for ordering today. Our team have worked hard to produce this device at a price point that allows you to use them across a wide range of projects and budgets. Your account manager will be sharing an updated price book, including this new device, with you later in the week. The new Array interface system is included in the quarterly update of System Builder, which you can download from dynalite.com today. So grab your copy, build some screens, and let us know what you think. We can't wait to see the projects you create. Next up then, we have great new versions of 3 products that are absolutely central to our platform. They help you commission, power, and integrate networks every day. To give us all the details, let's head over and hear from Daniel.
Very excited to introduce an update to the ever-faithful PC node. This is a device that just about every commissioning engineer knows and loves well. It is a device which they are incredibly dependent upon. An update to this device has been really important, as we need to keep ourselves moving forward with the way that they're connecting to the computers, but also with the drivers, and making sure that we're removing as many of the unnecessary accessories as possible. The updated PC node we have in our bright yellow Dynalite colour. We have made it now so it is USB-C with the screw terminals to make sure that there is no accidental disconnection. The device now has 4 anchor points that can be used for cable ties, securing it to AV racking or whatever the case may be for the site. It still supports our pluggable Dynite connector, So if you want to be able to make it for a permanent installation, that is available. We've built into the device RJ12s and RJ45 connectors, allowing for direct connection of the cable. Cut that out. One of the big things that we're very happy to introduce is our commissioning dingus. So typically when a commissioning engineer needs to get access to the network, they will do this through one of the user interfaces. Now, when they pull out the network connection, they can push into the commissioning dingus and then reconnect the existing network. This allows them now to connect in their PC node and have connection to both the user interface they disconnected as well as the rest of the network. This allows for a much more streamlined way of connecting to the network without leaving any network devices out during the commissioning stage. Another device that we're updating is our 232 passive gateway. So this is a device which is very useful for connecting to AV systems, line systems, HVAC systems or security systems which are using RS-232 communication, and we need to bring this to our RS-45 Dynite communication. It is a passive device, so there's nothing active inside. It'll just do straight through communication, but it's always been a very reliable unit and we are constantly finding ways that it can be used to integrate into various third-party systems. Additionally, we're updating our network power supply. So this is the DDNP1501. It's been a very popular network power supply for us. This allows us to meet a lot of project specifications that are coming out requiring that all network devices are from the same manufacturer. This network power supply has had its voltage increased, so it used to be from 100 to 240, it now goes to 277, allowing it for use within UL markets. So it has received its UL certification, which means it's been externally tested, making sure it's meeting incredibly high and stringent safety and quality standards. We've always had feedback that these devices have the same quality and longevity as they expect from other Dynalite devices, allowing for the device to be able to match expectations of quality and performance. Additionally, we've included an RJ12 connection on the top. So this allows for the commissioning teams to connect their PC node straight to the top of the unit without having to remove the covering from the distribution board. This is a safe connection that is SELV, but still provides network power, allowing for the powering of the PC node. This will bring a huge advantage to commissioning teams that are requiring to connect to the network system without having to find an electrical contractor to allow them access to the distribution board. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. Great updates there, which we hope will make your time on site that much more productive and efficient. We're especially looking forward to seeing you out there representing Team Dynalite with that iconic new commissioning node in its striking Australian gold colourway. And alongside the Revolution display, we're delighted to share that these 3 new products will be available for ordering from today, with shipments starting at the end of this month. Next then, let's focus on our offers for hotels and resorts, where we have some key updates to our software and a new easy way to deliver simple guest room projects. We know that hotel projects in the economy and mid-scale tiers have increased price pressure compared to luxury. So we've been looking at ways we can support you with the most competitive offering. Requirements of this tier are also more standardized. So we've created 2 pre-programmed kits that allow you to deliver the most cost-effective solution. Starting with the guest room kit Light. Here we can bring energy efficiency into rooms through real-time occupancy detection and using that to switch lighting, climate control and power after predetermined delays. Based on our 4-channel relay controller, this is a great way to cost-effectively bring energy savings into guest rooms and hotels. And then, based on our GRMS controller, the guest room kit brings an increased level of basic guest personalization to rooms, achieved through predetermined switched lighting scenes. You can optionally add climate control, together with our pre-programmed and now pre-labeled Antumbra display thermostat. Take a look at dynalite.com/hotels to download the new guest room kit's brochure and see in more detail the behaviors and presets that come pre-programmed. Moving to our multi-room software. For this update, we focused on helping a key group of end users in hotel facilities and engineering. They've asked us to provide an even deeper level of data, alongside which our team has worked to ensure that even with that extra depth, our dashboard always remains intuitive and clear to understand. And to meet their request, we've built 3 new features that help users easily discover, navigate, and deep dive into data that empowers them to deliver efficient hotels and amazing guest experiences every day. Let's head upstairs to Phil to learn some more.
Thanks, Stephen. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of great additions to the hospitality dashboard. And the first one we're going to check out is the diagnostic tool for the HVAC. So in many of our hospitality-driven projects, we support HVAC control through our DDFC-UC controller, which directly drives fan coil units, chilled water valves, and heater elements. Typically, these integrations are happily operated in auto mode with our dedicated stage settings tool or PID algorithm deciding the optimal fan speed and hot-cold valve states. So these modes give us great energy efficiency while ensuring guest comfort by maintaining the in-room temperature set point. As the function operates behind the scenes, these valve and fan speed settings have not been exposed prior to now in the hospitality dashboard. This is not an issue when everything's operating as expected, but should there be a customer concern with the room HVAC performance, it's important that the facilities team can see exactly what's happening in order to troubleshoot the system. So to support this, we've extended our current climate graph feature and added fan and valve output data to the existing temperature and humidity information. So facilities teams can now use this data to validate the system's operation and quickly diagnose an issue, such as a stuck valve or a filter that needs cleaning. So it's right here under Maintenance, HVAC Diagnostics, and I can see the climate information, which is the in-room, and then I can now see the fan and valve states. So, for example, if I look here, my actual temperature is 19, my set point is 23, so as expected, the heating valve is on 3/4 and the fan is on 3/4, it's driving the temperature up in the room. Once the room comes up to speed, I can see here I've got parity between actual temp and set temp, both valves are off and the fan speed has dropped. What the user can then do, or what the facilities team can then do, is compare this with what's happening in the room to see if the instruction is going correctly to the valve and then to see if the valve is actually operating. Okay, so the data loaded here is loaded on demand from the room, where the DDFC-UC caches a rolling 24 hours of data, gives you instant on-demand access via the dashboard. And remember, with all our end-user software features, access can be managed by the system admin on a per-user basis. So that's a great extension to our already popular feature. Now let's look at a whole new feature in Hospitality Dashboard, and that's floor plans. The floor plans in the dashboard are linked to spaces, and in this example, we're looking at a large bar restaurant. If we start in the tile view, you can see lots of data, but with many areas and HVAC zones in the space, details might actually get missed. If we click on the map in the top corner here, we can then see all the spaces in one go. We've got 2 views in the floor plan view. We've got the service and health, and we have lights and devices. If we start with services and health, you've got these icons on each area, and if I look at them, I can see the details of the properties on each area. If I click in an area, it focuses on the area, and it also gives me this tool tray, and I can see the services. In the conservatory, I just have lighting, but from this tool tray, I can change the presets. I get a confirmation back that preset is changed, and I can modify that area. And the same with all the other areas, they all have services, some have HVAC. So if I click into the tea lounge, you can see, I can see the intensity and lamp life for the lights. I can see what is happening if it had HVAC. I could see what will be happening with occupancy. Anywhere where there is no data in this system, there's going to be no data displayed there, and so on. So there you go, we've got 2 great new additions to our hospitality proposition. We've got the HVAC diagnostics page, and we've got our first step into floor plans. Now you might notice on this floor plan that we have these coloured lines. They are LED strip. We've added LED strip into System Builder, and in this next section I'm going to show you how we actually configure that. So if I go to System Builder, here I've got a LED controller. This is a pulse width modulation controller, 6 outputs. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to a floor plan. I'm going to add an area. Okay. And I've created a luminaire here. In the technical session that will be running later on in the month, I will show you how to do adding the luminaires, but here is an LED strip I've added. So this is a 3-channel RGB. Now I've got my controller, and I've been through my controller and I've identified the channels already. So all I need to do is add them. So if I take the blue, I can drop that in to blue. I'll take the green and drop that in to green. And I take the red, drop that in as red. Okay. Save to the area. Now, that's saved into that area. So if I then go to the area, I can go here, turn my LED on, and I can go red, I can go blue, I can go green, and so on. And choose whatever color that I require, and obviously set that into the presets as well. Because that's in System Builder, that'll flow through to System Manager. If I zoom into this area here where I've added some LED strip, currently it is set as white, but I can go in, change the color. Obviously the graphic will follow. And I've got my different options of color as well. I can also edit that in presets by going to custom colors. And modifying those levels. So there you go. Great new features to help our customers navigate, manage, and really understand their system. Back to Stephen.
Thanks, Phil. Both of those features come directly from spending time with our partners and end users to help us gain an even deeper understanding of their daily needs and operational challenges. And we love that feedback. And we look forward to engaging with you more to keep learning and influencing our future roadmap. And while we're on the topic of hospitality, we are incredibly proud that our work on Atlantis the Royal, a prestigious hotel and high-end residential project in Dubai, was recognized with a Gold Award at the recent Dali Awards. Let's take a look.
Atlantis the Royal is comprised of 6 interlinked towers overlooking the Arabian Sea and Palm Island. Our 2 partners, Tektronix and BCL.co tenant, leverage the Dynalite system to control a variety of residences, restaurants, shops and public areas, including the iconic Skyblaze fountain, which hosts synchronized music and light shows daily. Dynalite's scalable network architecture and enhanced DALI capabilities make it well suited for a project of this size. By mapping the 452 DALI networks onto the Dynite address pool, the entire venue operates as a single cohesive system. Lighting control has undoubtedly contributed to the resort's luxury reputation. You can learn more about this impressive project in the case study section of Dynalite.com.
What an incredible project. Congratulations and thank you to everybody that was involved. Now, last quarter, we launched Dynalite Cloud, a new connectivity service designed to help you support your end users with monitoring, service, and fine-tuning from a distance. With a quick update on all the features we released and some new insights, let's head upstairs and hear from Phil.
So thanks, Stephen, and welcome back to the cloud. This feature has been released, as Stephen said. It's out in the market, and CSIs and service providers across the world are picking this feature up and working out how to work with it to improve their service level performance to their customers. If you are part of that program already, thank you and welcome. If you're not, talk to your CSI manager and get on board today. Now let's have a look at what that program actually offers you. So here I'm logged into my account, Dynalite Cloud account, and I can see all the projects that we have registered for this account. Here I can see what is online, and here I can see which projects are licensed. Remember, the license is only required if you want remote connectivity. If you're using Dynalite Cloud for your project storage, that is all free. It's all part of your CSI account. So once you've got these projects here, which are saved from System Builder, here I've got my project, my Cloudy 2 project, my demo project. I can go into System, I can choose a device, and I can hit my sign on, make sure I'm connected. I can see in the bottom right that I'm connected, and I'm now in monitor mode. In monitor mode, I can look around the system, I can click on things. I'm not going to change the settings on the site. It just allows me to monitor the site. If I turn off monitor mode, I'm now in live mode, which means I can do firmware updates, I can do preset editing, I can do reconfiguration should I choose to do so. I can manage this project as if I was physically connected locally. So other features you've got here, if I go to this Antumbra, we've got the trigger button. This works locally, by the way, so if you are actually on site, you can use this function. If I use it here now, we go live, I can click on the buttons and it actually sends a message to the Antumbra to say your button's been pressed, and the Antumbra then runs whatever it's been programmed to do when that button is physically pressed. We've added a feature which means that you can now jump between pages and it will track between pages, and there will be future enhancements to this feature. So the cloud is for technicians, the cloud is for project managers, and for CSIs to manage their systems. You can promote that to your customers as a fast way to service, which improves your service level agreement performance KPIs with your customers. And there is going to be a multitude of new features we will be releasing in the near future. So watch this space, and I will see you in the next segment.
Now a change of gear from product updates to talk about how we support you, our Dynalite community. Phil's joined me here to help share some updates on how we plan to expand our partner programs to support your growth.
Thanks, Stephen. So we recognize that when you build a successful business, we all win. So we've been working to expand our framework to help you continue to grow your business. As part of that, we're pleased to introduce a new tier of partner, Dynalite dealers.
Now, those dealers could be specialized local integrators or electrical contractors, helping us to reach and engage in a wide range of projects. And through a new framework, Dynalite will support you to build your own network of local dealers.
These expanded tools will empower you, our CSIs, to recruit, train, and support a network of strong and competent dealers in your market or region. We'll provide the latest software and documentation, access to on-demand training, as well as train-the-trainer support, plus regular commercial and technical webinars. Through Dynalite.com and our other channels, we'll promote the new program to support dealer recruitment, pairing you with interested dealers via your Signify CSI manager.
And from the launch of the new program, a new partner finder at Dynalite.com will allow us to promote and drive traffic to you and your dealers, including any specializations you offer, such as high-end residential, healthcare, or hospitality. And starting today, we'll provide a preview of the benefits of the new tier on a mini site at Dynalite.com/partners, where we'll also start to collect expressions of interest ahead of officially launching the new program during our next online special event in July.
So your CSI manager will be in touch over the coming weeks to provide more details about the opportunities this program presents.
And we're really excited to collaborate closely with you and further expand our reach, bringing Dynalite to an ever wider range of end-user applications and geographies. Now, let's bring Emma and Daniel in and get into our live Q&A. If you haven't already put any questions in the box, please do it now, and we're looking forward to answering them.